Do you remember who taught you how to ride a bicycle? Do you remember who taught you how to ski or anything like that? You probably do. I hope you do. Those are the types of things that people remember all their life. So I'm just encouraging you as part of this video to upgrade your midwinter break. I made some suggestions that might be helpful. I hope they are for you. They worked for me and our family. To really upgrade it, to take it to the next level, to do the types of things that enhance that bond. Of course, you're spending time with your children or grandchildren. That in and of itself is a gift. But there are things that you can do that are simple upgrades that really can make it much more lasting and more meaningful now and for later. So teach them something new. It could be, I was fortunate with Hashem's help to teach all our children to ski, to golf, to fish, to mountain, climb a mountain together, and many other activities that really builds a relationship. And like I said, in all likelihood, it's a little intimidating to think about, but you're teaching a 10-year-old child, whatever age you are, they'll probably remember that for their lives. And I think it's just an incredible bond that you can build with the children. And you don't need to spend lots of money or any money at all. Teach them how to skip a stone, how to find the Big Dipper at night. Those are things that don't cost any money, but you get to really do that even with nothing at all. They want you, they want all of you. It's nice to be able to take them on exotic vacations and spend lots of money on them, but honestly, I think if the kids had a choice between the two, they would pick time with you. And that's just the way it is. I wrote about bonding routines. Do the types of things that you like, that becomes your thing with them, that you do. You can do it with all the kids and grandkids, but in all likelihood, you'll wind up having different things with different kids or different grandkids. And certainly that's okay. One of the slides there is a picture of me sitting in the back of a minivan with two of our granddaughters. And with the older of the two, when I first took her skiing, we wanted to eat something, so we sat down in the back of. I decided to make a tailgate, so I opened the hatch and we sat down and we were talking about our day, and I told her to tell me the funniest things that happened, and she told me a few things, and we were laughing, and so when her sister joined her, we just continued to do that together. You could see on the kids just the delight and the laughter and the enjoyment that they have together. Figure something out. One of those pictures, you see shadows of me walking off the golf course with one of our grandchildren. And I would try to really find the time. And not all grandkids want to do that, but a few of them, I used to hold their hands and walk off the course together. At the end of the day, you see the long shadows. And really, for me, certainly, it's something I'll never forget. But it really does create a different kind of bond. And I just encourage you to be creative as much as you can. Be present. Be present. We're all busy. Let's not kid ourselves. To say that you're gonna, just spend all day with them and not leave for a moment is just unrealistic. But I do think that you can find the time. I recommend to parents and grandparents that if you're busy, it's okay, spend half the day doing what you're doing, or 3/4 of the day even. But I would recommend that a quarter of the day totally being present, I think, is much more valuable than spending a whole day together where you're back and forth on the phone. Actually, one of our children, one of our daughters, negotiated with me. She asked me to. We went. She was about 7, 8 years old, and we went out for the day. And she asked me for my phone. So it was just an incredible moment. It's something that still is seared in my memory. She asked me for my phone, and I started negotiating with her. I said, "Sweetheart, I have emergencies. I can't really give you my phone for the whole day. I cleared everything to make time with you. I just might not be able to do that." She says, "Okay." She negotiated with me. She said, I have two 20-minute segments anytime I want during the day. I kid you not, to find that time. And she was fine with that. So I would turn on my phone, catch up on my messages, and then we would go back. Figure out what works for you, but I really encourage you to find time that you're present and tell the children, as I'm going to mention later on. Find things that will make you laugh. Just do funny things with them. If it's your nature, it's easier. If not, we have a slide there, my wife Eddie and I, taking the kids for a very, very late night mini golf. We do a yearly RV trip with the kids, And the kids were all ready for bed, and I was just Googling, looking for something to do, and they had a golf course that was open till 1 in the morning. So the kids, they figured that we would, certainly make sure their bedtime works. And we said, you know what, let's go mini golfing. And we just went together, and that picture, of my wife Woody and I and the kids really, says it. One of the kids actually looks quite tired. And again, a laughing moment, the laughter is just a wonderful thing to do together. And treasure your time with them. Life is short. We're not here forever. And I recommend that you tell the children that. And I wrote in the thing there, in the slide I wrote that even if they roll their eyes, it's okay. It's okay if they roll their eyes. No worries. By the third or fourth time you tell them, this is just the highlight of my month or year. I love this. I look forward to this all year. No matter how they say knock it off, they appreciate it. I added one slide. If you're watching this on Instagram, it'll be in my Instagram stories. If you see it anywhere else, it'll be together with the slides. And my wonderful wife, Woody, just sent me this and reminded me of something that she thought would really add flavor, and it sure does. What we did was we were mindful, Woody was mindful, my wife Woody, to create things for the children that would have them thinking about our time all year. What we did is, we still do, thank God, the last week in June, after school ends, before summer camp starts, we spend most of a week with our grandchildren without the distraction of the parents, and we go on an RV trip together. So my wife, you can see from the picture, there's the different colors. She made different colored shirts for the kids every year, and painted them. BZ is Babi's ID, Grandma and Grandpa in Yiddish. So she called it Camp BZ, and wrote the year afterwards. And what's remarkable to us is that we go see the kids, and even when we're not there, the kids wear these sweatshirts all year. Most of them have them all stacked up in the drawer from every year. So what you're doing is you're creating an opportunity for them to draw on these beautiful memories and carry it with them. I really think that's priceless. One other thing that the slide actually shows is a painting art. My wife is an incredibly talented artist. That picture has every one of our children and Baruch Hashem, and every one of our grandchildren's names there in different fonts and all, which I didn't notice till she told me. But and there are pictures of things that we did. You'll see there's a picture of an RV there. There's a picture of me golfing and other things. Again, these are triggers that trigger the most wonderful memories in the children. So I hope you really enjoy every moment with the children. And I really hope this was helpful. This isn't foolproof. There's no research to back this. This is just Yankee and Udi talking to you and sharing some things that we found helpful, in the hope that you will too, and really be able to upgrade your time with your children. Have a wonderful time.